Finally, the wait is over. I have been receiving a lot of emails and comments that we want to see the next episode of Feature 2 Fluency. So here we are, the episode number 8 of Feature 2 Fluency with a very special guest, Kirti Gola. You must have seen a lot of her videos already, but yes, in this episode today we have discussed about the struggles people face while learning the language. Apart from the things she has already shared in other videos, I talked about major problems which I am facing right now, and maybe you will also be able to resonate with it and you will get the answers, especially things we should not do at all while learning the language. Okay, we never discussed this before, but yes, in this episode you will get that. Additionally, we have discussed about how to select the right career path, and in that, if people are interested in different fields too, so how they can pursue, how they can convince their parents, and all those things. It's very insightful conversation. I don't want to waste much time because it's already very long episode, like I guess 50 minutes long. So you can assume how many things we have discussed. Just enjoy it and do let me know in the comment box too. I was amazed at knowing that how did you just become that much good at English in just 1 year? How to enhance the right pronunciation, 2 or 3 things that people who are learning this language should not do. So they are able to understand whole conversation. Even they listen to sometimes native speakers too, but they are not able to speak. So what is the reason behind it according to you, and how they can tackle it? Is there any tip that you can share to become an advanced speaker of the language? What advice would you give to people who are uncertain for coming to the next question, which is like people who are working professionals already, but they want to switch their career in any other field, but the problem is that they have family responsibilities to look after, right? So what advice would you like to give, or how you will help them? Kirti, welcome to my YouTube channel Try to Thrive, and first of all, thank you so much for accepting my invitation and joining me today. How are you?
Hi, thanks for inviting. It was my pleasure. I'm good. What about you?
I'm super excited, glad, and looking forward to have this lovely interaction with you. Yes. So as you
Yes.
are for the very first time on my YouTube channel, I first want to know, who is Kirti Gola?
For sure. So, hi everyone. This is Kirti Gola, the founder of Profound Careers. Basically, Profound Careers is all about language training where we cater to languages right now, Brazilian Portuguese and spoken English. Apart from this, we do cater soft skill training and the career counseling. This is pretty much about my venture. Talking of my professional experience, I have been in this particular field from last 4 years, where I have been fortunate enough to train more than 800 people nationally and internationally. That's pretty much about me. If you have got any question, please feel free to ask.
Wow, incredible. Okay.
Thanks.
I have watched a lot of your videos, so a little bit I got to know about you before that. Okay. So as you know, my name is Rajni, and
Mm-hmm.
if I don't have much things to tell about myself, but yes, in my qualification, I have done my graduation only in Korean language from JNU New Delhi. Currently, I just work independently, wherein I teach English to beginners and to intermediates. Like, I consider myself an upper intermediate and aspiring to become the advanced one. So simultaneously, I'm working on my language skills too. And
Mm-hmm.
if I talk about my hobbies, I love reading books and talking to people, and I simultaneously run a YouTube channel too, which is Try to Thrive. Yes, that's all about me. I want to mention something here. You know, when I watched your podcast with other people, I found one thing which captivated me, and I loved that, which is the clarity of speaking. Like, in your speaking, the clarity. Many
Right.
people grab the some kind of accent or try to change their voice, but the clarity is the most important thing where people can connect easily, right? And that
That's
captivated me to watch your videos again and again. When you shared your YouTube channel link, before that I watched already all the four
oh,
podcasts. And that's
that's
what
so good.
inspired me to just connect to you. And
Thank you so
one more
much.
thing, I want to know, like, uh, one more thing that hooked me and inspired me, that And I was amazed at knowing that how did you just become that much good at English in just 1 year? It's amazing. Like I can it has been 2 years that I have been learning the language. That is why I'm super excited to know that one secret, if you can tell in short, that helped you to become that much advanced in just 1 year.
When you get to know that you are not good enough anything and you got to create one,
Mm.
and I think at that time you feel like this is the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the thought I had in 2018, that after this year, I'm not gonna get the chance. And after this, maybe the world is gonna end.
Oh.
And that's where I started working on myself, finding myself who exactly Kirti Gola is, as you mentioned in the starting. So
Mm.
that's where I went completely into the language in 1 year, like 18 hours a day, studying, listening,
Wow.
reading, writing, practicing everything. And then,
Mm.
yes, it gave me the result. I even never thought that today I miss one day I will be actually teaching this. But when I was learning, I learned in a manner that if somebody asks me, I can explain the way I learned. So the
Wow.
learning was pretty good. That's where I'm sitting here and able to even teach today.
Inspiring. I can totally relate with it because as you said that the world is gonna end after this. Same happened to me. As I have done my graduation in Korean, and into
Mhm.
2020, I left everything and stopped everything in Korean. After that, I was totally baffled. What should I pursue now? What should I do now? And I was not good at English too. So that was, it means we can say, like, if you don't have any other option and
You
only
gotta
this
create.
one, right? You don't have choice, you don't have other option. You will do your 100% there. And you have done an
Absolutely.
incredible job in just 1 year. Wow. You inspired me a
Thank
lot, actually. It's been 2 years I've been learning. That's why. Okay. Uh, what I'm going to first discuss what I'm struggling with right now,
you.
and that is pronunciation. Like there are certain words I feel that I don't pronounce right. I have some issues. So first I want you to help me and others too, like how to enhance the right pronunciation.
The only suggestion I see, even at times I pronounce a lot of words wrong. It
Mm,
doesn't mean I don't know, or maybe you don't know. It simply
mm,
means you are not so much active consciously or subconsciously. First thing. Second
mhm,
thing, how I go through the pronunciation, it happens in my sessions actually, that a lot of time on the spot students ask without feeling shame. I go to Cambridge, search the
mhm,
word, listen to myself, and make them listen to. At the same time, I am learning, making them learn, and I'm getting to learn.
mhm.
I never go into Indian, Australian, whatever pronunciations are. What I go through is which one is correct and what would make my speaking appropriate and accurate.
And clear,
These two,
which is
these two things I actually focus. I never focus it is Indian, Australian, British. No, neither I teach this
mm,
to my student. They ask me, ma'am, which one to choose. No, please go with the one which your tongue feels comfortable with.
wow.
That's what I follow.
Majorly, people get the advice to pick British or American. I have heard from many trainers. This is they have been, like people got this advice mostly select one. But yes, the like in your pronunciation, I have seen the clarity, and that we can pick any of the pronunciation which you are comfortable in. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now moving to the next question. uh, Majorly we talk a lot about what are the things we should do when it comes to learn English especially,
Mhm.
but we never talked, or I also never discussed with anyone, like what are the 2 to 3 things that we should refrain from doing when while learning the language, the English language. So can you just suggest like 2 or 3 things that people who are learning this language should not do at all?
Hmm. Uh, Talking about the things which we should not do is, first of all, having the self doubt.
Mm,
That whether I will be able to do it or not. Second, thinking a lot about what my grammar is,
Mm-hmm.
whether my I'm speaking right or not. Because a lot of time you know the answer, you know even better than everyone how to present, but your self doubts, thoughts do not let you speak. Third, go ahead and speak anywhere and everywhere wherever you get chance, even when you feel that your friends are making fun of you, that why do
Mm-hmm.
you always speak in English, why do you always do that. So rather than having that thought, you believe in yourself and go ahead and do that.
Mm.
I feel these are the couple of pointers which people can keep in mind, because this is completely new language.
Yes.
Right. I don't think so. When we were learning Hindi or any of the natives, with whatever we have in India, we
Mm-hmm.
were thinking about this, whether I'm speaking grammar correctly or maybe the things. No, we did not. Same goes with
Yeah.
this language. It English, it's just a language to communicate,
Mm.
first of all, to pass your message to other one. I can speak, highest like very big vocabulary, but if my audience is not able to understand what I'm speaking, I don't
Mm.
think so there's a benefit to speak those
Yes.
advanced vocabulary. So I would
Absolutely.
suggest go with the basic as much as you can, because that would let you speak actually like a native. If you
Mm.
are trying to include higher vocabulary or maybe advanced vocabulary, that would for sure add in your speaking. But there
Yeah.
are times where your audience is not able to understand at all what you're speaking, especially when you're talking to somebody new or
Yeah.
maybe not a native. So
Mm.
that's all.
Absolutely. And I hope that will help people out there. And yes, when it comes to vocabulary, according to your audience, you should know how to switch and how what kind of words you should use so people can understand you well and can able to connect with you, which is the most important. Sometimes we listen to somebody, we are not able to connect at all. Like when I listened to you, I was able to, like that was the hook that made me to just talk to her, right? So this is most important rather than any other advanced structure. Okay, now coming to the next point, which is like I come across such people who say, who watch my videos, consume my content, listen to conversation every day, and they comment and even they send emails to, like, we understand, we listen to conversation every day, but we are not able to speak. So they are able to understand whole conversation, even they listen to sometimes native speakers too, but they are not able to speak. So what is the reason behind it according to you, and how they can tackle it?
The reason is this.
Mindset.
When I say this, the
Mm,
brain.
mm,
You are able to listen to English for a particular time, for the particular maybe hour. But when it comes to speaking, you need to run your brain
mm-hmm,
in it. So to speak or even to listen or to learn a language, this is a procedure. There is a procedure we follow. When I was learning, I did not know. But once I'm done, now I see what I did, how I did, and how it was connected. So
mm,
it was like the more I used to read, the much knowledge it used to give me. But
mm,
what I decided was that I would not try to think in English, Hindi, sorry. I
mm,
would only think in English. Let's say I'm planning my day. Rather than saying in Hindi, I can say, okay, I'm gonna do that. Thereafter, I'll do that. Okay, then I will tell this to my mother, father. Then this will I do. This I will do. So this all was going in Hindi. Right now, people who are struggling, what they are trying to do is they're translating the things from Hindi to English.
mm.
Actually, it has been taught in our schools that we need to translate from Hindi to English. That's the
Yes.
biggest hurdle
Mm,
which I feel is there. Even I was learning this language from my sixth standard. I knew all the rules, but I never
mm.
could speak because whosoever taught me was actually teaching me from Hindi to English. But the
Yeah.
moment I switched English to English,
Mm.
thereafter I was able to narrate, speak, comprehend, and everything. They
Absolutely.
just
I
need
agree.
to set in their mindset that okay, these are the hours I
Mm.
would channelize my thoughts in English. Even this is our brain. I don't think so you can not channelize 24 into in English,
Yeah.
right? It is just
Mm.
a command you need to give it that, okay, let's start talking in ourselves in English. Even at the time I was learning, there was no one to practice with. I
Mm.
was enrolled in one of the courses there. We used to go for 2 hours, but in 2 hours I used to not get chance for chance for speaking in English for 2 hours. No,
Mm-hmm.
maybe two times I used to get. But apart from those 2 hours, it was my practice which I used to do with my brain.
Mm.
That this is what this is this. First thing.
Great.
Second thing, afterwards, I even find out that making the video at
Mm.
night, make the video and tell in that video what happened in your entire day. Something went good, something went funny, something went very nice, very worst, anything to everything, which
Mm.
will actually again give your brain the command, okay, as soon as you turn on the camera, this is the logical part. Your camera and your brain would know now he or she has to present. Automatically, it will let you speak and would
Mm.
by the time bring you in the complete picture how you need to present. And when you're presenting in front of people, you would find yourself much more comfortable than you were uh, earlier.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. Because I have done personally this. When I started speaking practice, I started recording myself a lot,
Mhm.
and that helped me. Uh, at the same time, I feel like the practice you do more, you become good at it. Right? So,
Abs-
people who are very good at listening, it means they are doing listening a lot.
Absolutely.
They are doing listening and expecting speaking. So their input is different and they are not putting efforts in output. Input is important, but if you have 4 hours and you are just consuming content, you are not doing the other thing also, the output also. At the same time, you have to focus on the speaking practice too. Only then you will be able to speak. No matter how much you are able to understand, how much you read in a day, you have to open up. You have to speak something. Hmm.
Absolutely. With this, I will, explain your statement with an example. Let's say you read for 7 hours. You got the
Mm.
very good story, very wonderful idea, but you did
Mm.
not implement that in your speaking. You learned 10
Mm.
words from there. You learned five phrases from there. You learned
Mm.
different expressions, but you never opened your mouth to speak it. It is
Mm.
all in brain, but the machine, which is your mouth, is not working. Then how
Yeah.
can you expect yourself to be better at
Mm.
speaking?
Yes. It is
So that's all.
mandatory for speaking. Speaking comes by speaking. There isn't any other way.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And listening comes by listening, reading comes by reading, writing comes by
Yes.
writing. So does
Yeah.
speaking. Speaking would come when you start
Hmm.
speaking.
Yes. Okay. The second question is related to the same one where
Mm.
people are very good at English already, but because of the fear, they are not able to speak, right? So, how to overcome the fear according to you?
I think our previous one of the questions was what we should not do, right?
Mm.
So I would take the reference from that question only.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of things you need to tell your brain. Again, the mindset would matter here a lot. You need to see whether your fear is important or the learning. First
Mm.
thing. Second thing, you again need to see whether somebody is making fun of you is important for you or your learning.
Mm.
When your target is clear,
Mm.
no matter even if I am saying that you can't do it, you would be able to do it.
Mm.
There's a story I read. I think yesterday night only I was watching on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
that there was two frogs who fell into one big hole. Other frogs who were outside were actually saying, "You can't come now. You can't come outside. You can't come
Mm-hmm.
outside." One stopped trying. The
Mm-hmm.
second one never stopped trying, even whatever they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
It was feeling motivated and it jumped very high and it came out. The reason was that frog was deaf
Mm.
and it never listened to them. Hence, it was quite motivated and it was actually feeling that they are motivating me to come out. So you need to be
Wow.
deaf over here to
Hmm.
be there wherever you want. Otherwise, you can keep listening to those people and have the self-doubt. There are two
Absolutely.
options always to everyone to choose this
Mm.
or that. Whatever you
Mm.
choose, accordingly your future would start shaping.
Yeah. It means you should prioritize your learning over everything. Nothing matters. Like nobody is going to help you in future. Like if today people who are around 5 people today, maybe after 10 years, you will around other people who are not right now with you. So like how many people you are take very seriously or judging you or mocking you. And I have seen multiple times like people who judge you or mock you later, if you put 100%, if you put your thoughts, efforts into it, later they will start asking you, how did you do that? Okay, could you please
It is
share the tips
exactly
and tricks
what
with me
happened with
too? It happened with me. So that's an
it did
inspiration that
happen.
people can have right now, because my college, some of my college friends have started asking me like, you were not like that in college. I was not even able to speak a single sentence. So now
Same
they are
here.
asking me, how did you do that? So that is why I tell everyone that just start doing it today. Who are people who are laughing at you will ask you one day.
Even there is something funny I would like to share over here. I used to be the kid who used to even not know that there is something called novel.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the one in my that 1 year journey. I completed at least 5 to 6 novels
Mm-hmm.
just to improve on my English. So it is
Oh.
how the way you
Mm-hmm.
take the thing would
Mm-hmm.
matter. Go through people, people are always there to demotivate you. And the best part is they themselves actually don't know what it takes to be there where you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they know it, they would not make fun of you. If they don't know, they would for sure keep pulling you down. And
Mm-hmm.
now it is up to you whether you want to come in their words or
Mm-hmm.
keep moving the way you are doing.
At the same time, their own fears influence them to just mock you, because they are not able to do that, and they are just
Absolutely.
trying to show that. Okay. uh as we have discussed already that vocabulary part, and we need to keep it very simple so people can understand. When it comes to like connect to beginners and intermediates, then we have to use simple words and all. But as I am right now aspiring to become the advanced one, and I have seen you like now you are a trainer and you have achieved that level. So is there any tip that you can share to become an advanced speaker of the language?
The only tip I would share right now, you're talking and catering the people who do not know,
Hmm.
right? That's
Hmm.
where we feel, even it happens with me. I feel that now I am enough competent to go about it. But when you're sitting with the people who know more than you, that's where you feel that now there
Hmm.
is a gap,
Yep.
right? That's where you feel that now there is a gap. So I would like you to connect with the people who know more than you.
Mm-hmm.
Thereafter, see your knowledge where you stand. If you feel that you stand here, then and they are there. Where is the gap? Once you get to know the gap, then you know how to fill that automatically.
Mm.
So this happens with everyone. Once we become bit good at something, we start catering to down audience, and we start feeling that I am now enough.
Yeah,
But there's the above audience as well,
of course. And we have
right?
to, yes. Mm.
So
Many
sit with
people
them.
tell that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Many people
I
tell
was
that you
just
don't need to like go beyond, and you don't need to achieve that advanced level or advanced vocabulary. No. Like if at the same time, like if somebody loves, it's personal choice. It's totally subjective. Okay. At the same
Mhm.
time, as you mentioned that if someone is in front of you who knows more than you, then you feel like I need to work there. And I and genuinely I feel sometimes like there are people who I already have that great command over it, and I want to connect to them. Right. At the same time, my audience also sometimes comment that bring people who are advanced so we can, learn from them too. And many people are there who are intermediates or upper intermediates who are looking forward to just achieve that level too. Okay. Now, the very big challenge, I must say, that everyone faces, which is consistency. Like, it's really difficult for people to maintain consistency. And you did it, like, very well for 1 year. So I want you to just, throw some light on how to maintain consistency.
My answer would remain same, that when your target is so clear,
Mm-hmm.
there would not be even the single time you would feel that okay, you have to sleep.
Mm. Yeah.
So you need to decide the very strong target for yourself. I know the life happens.
Mm-hmm.
The times you feel demotivated, that okay, it's not happening, keep something in front of you that okay, which by which you, when you see that, you are
Mm.
again thinking why exactly you started.
Mm.
When you are
Yeah.
doing such process, I think again it comes to the same point. It completely depends why you started and where do you want to reach.
Mm.
These
And
two.
addition. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, go ahead.
When these two things are completely clear, no matter whether somebody is saying that you are not good enough, this, you're taking all of it, feeling bad
Mm.
as well. But rather
Mm.
than leaving it, you are saying that okay, if you think I'm not good enough, let me just do it and show you that yes, this is
Mm.
what I can be good enough.
Mm. And in addition to that, uh, do not pressurize your mind. Otherwise, you will quit. That I have seen, or I have some point of time, I experienced that. Like, if you pressurize your mind, because these things take time. Like, your mind also takes time to retain and to remember all the things, all the information. When you are reading 2 hours a day, it's not easy for your mind to just learn all those and just use immediately. No, we need to be very patient enough. Just some people have the mindset like, okay, I want to learn just in 1 month or 3 months. So then they start pressurizing themselves, and then this journey becomes really tough for them, right?
That's
If they want to achieve the result in just the few in a less time. That is one thing. And second, do not follow others tips and tricks. Find your own way where you can connect with the language. Right. Sometimes people just take others' advice. Okay, he learns 10 words a day. He reads 2 hours a day. Maybe he enjoys that. Or maybe
it
your
never
mind
works.
doesn't. It never works, right? And that is why you need to find your own way. Some people just love to listen to people, and via listening, they have learned English. And some people just love reading. And I have come across such people who say, like, I don't love listening to people. I don't love listening to anything but reading. And since childhood, I have been reading, and that is why I think I'm able to speak that much
Even
fluently and
I learned this
effortlessly.
language.
Mm-hmm.
Even I learned this language by observing.
Same. Watching,
Observing
observing.
how they are speaking, and if I used to feel, let's say, today it happened even one day, a
Mm-hmm.
mentor was speaking the word get, and
Mm-hmm.
trust me, I did not know the usage of get. I wrote it in my notepad. I went home and
Mm.
I searched. On the same day, get was cleared.
Same
So I
happened
used
with
to
me.
observe her structures a lot so that
Mm-hmm.
I can copy, or I can feel that okay, this is how it is used, because there was a lot of gap between the knowledge I had and I had to reach. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
observation will also help you. Talking of the vocabulary, no, it doesn't work this way. 10 vocabulary, no.
Mm.
Even if you're learning one, you need to ensure that you're implementing.
Yes. Mm.
That's how.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I know, even I think thousands of vocabulary, even more than that. But all of
Mm.
them, I do not use it. As and when require, I use that
Mm-hmm.
as per my audience.
Yes. This happened with me too. Like, I remember vividly the meaning of get, should. Like, I
Mhm.
have heard somebody saying should, and then I was like, how to use it? Was the meaning of it? And the word which confused me a lot was certain. Like, how to use it in a proper way? What is the meaning of certain? When you search, you will get the exact meaning only. But it has been used. It is used still in a lot of different aspects, right? In a lot of different sentence structures. And I didn't ever know that how to use certain properly. So it took me really a lot of time by watching, observing people, how they are using these words. So there are these words like we learn by watching and observing people. Now, as you
Absolutely.
talked about the vocabulary part, now you have this much of words, these many words, and you know where to switch according to the learner or according to the speaker, right? But I come across people who say that we learn words and we are able to use, but sometimes what happens at the right moment, they are not able to recall that. And there they feel stuck. And because of that, their confidence goes down. So, how to tackle that? How to just master recalling words?
It's completely okay. Just
Yeah.
remember, we are not Google.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
that is completely okay. Let's say it happens in me with me sitting in the session. There is a
Mm-hmm.
word in my brain, but my tongue wouldn't let it come out. It would happen if I speak more and more. I take back-to-back sessions. Thereafter, it would happen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I clearly speak it out loud. That please give me time. And if I don't get the same word, I use alternative. Let's say I want to speak exhausted,
Mm,
but I'm not getting that. I don't have to show off that, okay, I will use exhausted only. I'll come down to
mm.
tired. Simple.
Tired, yes.
Or I would try to explain my word with that when we, what do we call that when we feel this, when we have bit of headache, when we work full day. Somebody from
Mm,
the audience, I'm tired.
mm,
So it depends how you tackle rather than feeling, no, I wasn't able to tell that word. No, that's
mm.
completely okay that you were not able to tell because you are not Google, neither I am,
Yeah, yeah. True.
right? So
Absolutely.
again, the way you navigate your thoughts, the way it would be actually making you feel competent, enough, good speaker and everything to anything, whatever you want. You just need to command positively, especially about you and your situations. Now,
Absolutely.
by this, I don't mean that, okay, please have the overconfidence. No, I don't mean
Mm,
that. What I meant is accept, yes, you had it, know why you had it, and then try not to do it.
mm. Absolutely. Okay. Now let's talk about a little bit the selecting the right path, right career, as this is your expertise. Okay. So first, tell me how English proficiency helps someone stand out in today's job market.
As everybody knows, English is the first spoken language in the world.
Yeah.
And when you know it,
Mm,
it's win-win everywhere. You know what? Even I recorded couple of podcasts, and in their comments, a lot of people, one of them commented that I think
mm,
she living, she doesn't know how to speak in English, right?
mm,
Sorry, Hindi,
mm,
how to speak in Hindi.
mm.
Because in that podcast, I mentioned that I struggled to speak Hindi for after that year. Okay.
Oh.
Uh, so that comment was his or her opinion for sure. But the thing is, I did not make this compulsory.
Mm,
It was you guys, the audience, or the people living in India or maybe in the world who made
mm,
English compulsory,
mm.
right? So even
Yeah.
the person who doesn't know, then you pull pull the person so much down that you don't know in English. Oh my God! Then
Mm,
you don't give the person job as well in the world,
mm,
right? You completely make the person feel that the person even doesn't uh, can't even take the part of the part in the world. Then when
mm.
somebody is learning, then again you're pulling
Yeah.
that, okay, now you don't know Hindi.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't
So
agree
I think
more on it. Yes.
so I think that learning this language actually improves the way you carry yourself, the way you
Mm-hmm.
explain yourself. Because not only this language, let's say you know Hindi, English, and you're learning the third language. Basically, when you learn a language, you not only learn the language, you learn the culture of that particular.
Absolutely.
When you're doing it, it actually improves the intellectual level.
Yeah. I have
And
learned
when it
Korean,
does,
so I can relate with it. Yes.
so when
Hmm.
it does, even I'm the live example. I was not that much actually smart, or I used to not tackle the situations the way I do.
Mm.
It did improve my intellectual, or maybe I can say I went much more deep into the much it was required. So it was my own
Mm.
thing. But yes, learning a new language or even learning improves the intellectual level, the way you carry it, the way you present
Mhm.
yourself, and the way you keep it. But you need to actually come out from your comfort zone.
Mhm.
You need to know
Great.
where to switch.
Yeah. Okay. We have very less time, so I would just proceed with the next question. What advice would you give to people who are uncertain for their career?
It's okay to be uncertain about your career.
Mm-hmm.
Even it's okay to not to know what I am good at.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not okay to not to be good at something. What
Mm-hmm.
I meant by my statement is, if you don't know, that's okay, because a lot of time our schooling and the things were not that great that people would even,
Mm.
let us know that you need to do this, you can go with that path, this path. No, we were not having this guidance. But
Yes.
now you are living in the era where you can for sure get a lot of guidance. Get one. If you don't want to get one, you have the Google Wi-Fi phone.
Mm-hmm.
Search yourself. Everything is available
Mm-hmm.
at a button of click. Just go
Yeah.
about it and then do it. If you are
Mm-hmm.
not good at something, create one. If you are good at something, maybe a bit, master it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are already if you have already mastered, then
Then you
implement it.
will. Yeah. Okay.
Because there is
Great.
no benefit to master the things and then not
Not
implementing, and
implementing.
then saying that, oh, I feel that I am not doing so good in my life,
Mm. Okay.
right?
Mm. Again, I would
So that's
love to highlight two to three things which people should not make those mistakes while selecting the career right career path.
oh, okay. It's a question. Okay, I thought you were okay.
No,
So
I'm asking like
the thing,
yeah, mistakes people make and they should be very careful about those.
the things which they can for sure look at
Mm-hmm.
uh, is, first of all, do what you are good at,
Mm-hmm.
not what your father, brother,
Mm-hmm.
relatives,
Mm-hmm.
siblings, or neighbors are doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of time it happens that, okay, if my father is this, he is doing this very great, nicely, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, and he's earning so well. The motivation which comes, but it
Mm-hmm.
is not. I would say there are less chances, or maybe 50% chances, where you can also find your interest in the same field, where you can feel happy in the
Mm-hmm.
same field.
Mm-hmm.
You need to see where you feel happy. Then build up on that skill. There might be the possibility that your father, mother, or maybe your family members do not agree
Mm-hmm.
with what you want to do.
Yeah.
So first, do not fight with them, please. First, get the skill, show them that yes, I
Mm-hmm.
can do it. Once you are able to do it, trust me, they will be the same parents, same neighbors, same relatives who would be appreciating and supporting.
Mm. Yeah,
So
agree.
please, first, just go for it, get the skill, then show the world. Rather than
Mm.
fighting, starting, and demotivating, and giving your brain an excuse that my father did not let me do that. The question
Mm-hmm.
comes, did you try enough to
Mm-hmm.
pursue what you loved?
Yeah. In my family,
So,
my brother and I are live examples. And I didn't ask anyone or tell anyone that I am working on YouTube. I did only, and after 6,000, after going to Josh Talk platform too, after giving my speech there, then I let them know, and they were happy. Like, show the results directly if you want to follow something, right? Great.
absolutely.
Okay. Coming to the next question, which is like people who are working professionals already, but they want to switch their career in any other field. But the problem is that they have family responsibilities to look after, right? So, what advice would you like to give, or how you will help them?
I would suggest them, if you have the responsibility like everybody else,
Hmm.
please start following this other thing step by step, a bit by,
Simultaneously.
yeah. What I
Hmm.
meant by this is, let's say you are working 9 to 5, but you still have at least 3 to 4 hours.
Hmm.
Again, depends on how serious you are to switch,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
If I am just looking at, okay, my friend is earning better and I'm earning very less, I think I
Hmm.
should go there. That
Hmm.
motivation may not do it. But if I am so much interested to learn that particular thing, I would give
Hmm.
even 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day to work on that, to learn that.
Hmm.
When I feel it, I have enough learned it, I would take couple of projects, couple of internships, rather than
Yeah.
completely leaving my job and maybe switching, because I do have the family, even I
Hmm.
have myself to take care of. If I
Hmm.
don't have butter and bread on my table, again, I would be reaching to the same point where I started.
Yes.
right? So I just
Mm-hmm.
need to go with step by step, have patience, implement the things what I'm learning,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not for money in the starting, just to learn. Once
Mm-hmm.
you are done, when you're very sure, give it a switch. Very big switch, which can make you earn, learn, and even stand out.
Okay, I think this is going to end abruptly, less than 1 minute. I'm not sure how many seconds only. I have few other questions. So yeah, moving to the next question, which is interesting, very interesting, and somewhere people, I think many people will be able to resonate with it. That would be a great help if you can suggest something in that.
For
Because
sure.
now the world has changed a lot. A lot of things are in the market, and people got to know about their interest too, but have problems. So that is like some people have interest in comedy, acting, singing, dancing, and all that. And they come from a background where nobody is in that field already. And it becomes really difficult for them to, uh, get that permission and ask parents and convince parents to pursue their career in that field. So, how I believe that I think you also get those people, right, who want to
Mhm.
pursue their career in that field. So, how they can do that, how they can convince parents, and how they can pursue their career in that field.
I would relate my last answer to this.
Mhm.
You need to first identify, or the person needs to identify whether it is just a hobby which they do, or whether it is the fun thing, or actually their passion that by which they can even uh, make a career.
Mhm.
Okay, once they have identified the same solution, be good at it this much that you
Mhm.
show the result to the parents if the parents are not in the same,
Mhm.
if the parents do not agree what you
Mhm.
want to do.
Mhm.
Nowadays, earlier, there were no chances that you can follow the side career because the digital world was not there. But
Mhm.
now, after even hiding, see, to achieve something, you have to take a lot of ways. I'm not saying lie to your parents, do that, but these are the ways to reach where you want to be.
Mhm.
Keep working on that side by side, even this much, that yes, where you are getting the recognition. Once you get that, show your parents the result. See, I tried this and it turned out that. Taking an
Mhm.
example of singing. Let's say you sing it so well, sing the song so well, upload it on YouTube, Instagram, see what actually is happening over there. If you're
Mhm.
too good, if you are not even too good, make yourself one. Keep
Yeah.
doing, and thereafter, just show the result. I'm sure when the money, the
Mhm.
recognition gets, parents also love. Even
Mhm.
anybody would love it if they see their kids that okay, they are doing something better. Why the
Mhm.
parents are concerned? Because they feel that it might not turn out the way they want. So they do not want their kids to suffer the way they did. That's where
Mhm.
every parent or everyone says that okay, you must follow the one which is good for you, or maybe which everybody is doing, right?
Mhm.
But when you are able to show the same consistency, same result in your own field, I'm
Mhm.
damn sure your parents would not be saying anything to you. They will let you pursue what you
Mhm.
want.
Somewhere I think it's easier when it comes to pursuing maybe singing. But I have come across such people who shared with me that earlier they started maybe YouTube or Instagram. There they were doing the comedy and related to acting. But once the parents got to know, they were like, because of that orthodox mindset, they didn't like that. And they were like, this is not in our ethics, and what people will say, what other family members will say. Because one day, if, as you mentioned, that if you are very good at it and you can show the results, it means later when you are famous or when you achieve that, every family member will get to know about it. And because of that old mental mindset, people just pushing their kids in the same direction, where in the same family people are like doctors or maybe engineers or maybe teachers, and they just force their kids to just pursue that career. And I have seen many people, they they start, they do well, but they quit because of these things.
See, for these things, we also, as a career counselor, can't do anything.
Yes.
Okay. It completely depends on the parents, whether for them society is much more
Mm,
important or their kids' happiness.
mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, there are two kinds of people in the world, which I believe. First, who actually doesn't understand.
Mm,
Second, who doesn't want to understand. Right?
mm,
If somebody who doesn't understand, you can make the person understand because he or she
absolutely.
is having lack of knowledge. But
Mm,
the second one is not trying to understand. You can't actually work with that person because he or she is choosing to not to understand. So in this case,
yes.
this is completely their family matter. We as a career counselors do help them with all the possible ways that this is the way, this is the way, this is the way.
You
Now,
can try
life
and test.
yeah, life would happen with everyone. These emotional aspects would be there with everyone. How you need to
Mm,
tackle at your family level, that is completely up to the kid.
yes. Yeah, they have to change, or they have to show that the different perspective, maybe when they are not aware of these things, right? I remember. uh, I don't know when I watched Shark Tank. Once I got a
Mhm,
team where they were there for their business and all. So I got to
mhm,
know about the girl. There was, I think, four people, three male members, and only one girl was there. And they talked about the project and how they started, how they met, and now they are doing good in this business. So when the girl,
mhm,
she came from really, I guess, very old kind of culture family, like very orthodox people who never allowed to go out, and the girls go out and start their own something, and especially business, no, with boys, no. So she asked that, asked her parents, and they refused entirely. And she tried everything, like to convince them, because she had the kind of fire in herself and she wanted to do something that was serious. But they nobody allowed her, nobody agreed on that, because like she's a girl and what people will say, and she will not get the marriage proposal and all that. That would be real difficult for her, all those things in her parents' mind. Later, she quit the family. She pursued that. She went there, and
What?
everybody doubted, like she will cry, she will, regret, and all that. Everybody started talking to her, but later she made it. Like they reached to the Shark Tank. It means they did something great. And then she shared that, and then they shared with the judges and people who were there. Like she left her family because of this project and because of this business. So there now she is flying, and now parents are able to see that okay, she had that fire, and you were stopping her because of these silly things, like okay, she will not get right proposals for marriage. But right?
So that's what I said. Maybe after leaving only they realize, but everybody would realize once you reach
Yes.
at that particular point. It
Mm.
is just the way the life works. So over here, even career counselors can't do anything. Our duty is mainly to help them out with their interest, personality, and make them realize, yes, you are much more than what you think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Other than
Absolutely.
that, the emotional part of the story where the family comes, we also raise hand. We just say that, okay, these are the things we suggested you. Now you
Mm.
see at a level. Now, if the fire, like you said, is there, you would do whatever
Mm.
it takes, even it requires to leave the family. But we never say by ourselves, right? Otherwise, it would be like that, okay, the career counselor said to leave the family.
No,
Otherwise, the
it
harsh
depends
reality.
like how passionate you are to pursue something, and how much confidence you have, and you believe in yourself that okay, if I leave this, if I take this is really risky, right? If you are taking this risk, you will do something, you will show something. That much confidence if you have, you can go. That's what I believe in. Because I know some people have really toxic families. They can't do anything in that case, right? They have to find these kind of ways to. So when it comes to do something great, you can take any risk, and you should if you feel confident.
So that is a saying, to achieve something, you have to leave something. Now, I'm not saying
Hmm.
that would be the family or something, but
Hmm.
yes, everybody's situation is different. Somebody is struggling with less struggles, but somebody is struggling with more, and somebody is struggling with
Hmm.
the first. So you can't say anything about anyone. But yes, everybody has their own path to follow. The way they follow that can vary person to person for sure.
According to the situation and mindset. If you are a person who is ready to settle, okay, according to them, and then it means you don't have that much fire to go beyond. Okay. The last question: what advice would you give to the fresh graduates who are just entering in the job market?
Yes, that's a very wonderful question. Even I have been struggling nowadays with the same. I was in need to have some interns in my company, but my basic
Mhm.
requirement was they should be the good learners. But what they are running behind is the money.
Money. Hmm.
Yeah. So the only suggestion I would give you guys is please be hungry for your learning.
Hmm.
When you do that, the money will follow itself.
Mhm.
The word learning itself has earning in that. If you remove L, it will become earning. So please
Mhm.
do not. I know a lot of you must have family conditions, responsibility, and everything.
Mhm.
Despite doing having that, you can choose to learn doing your work and everything. But if you
Mhm.
completely rely on the money and do not focus on learning, trust me,
Mhm.
the upcoming era is not going to be that much good. That is going
Yeah.
to be only for the people who are good learner, who can mold themselves as per the situation, who are
Mhm.
ready to learn
Yeah.
and be open minded.
Be open
That's
minded to accept the changes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Even being open minded talks about uh, many more things.
Yeah.
It's not only about learning. A lot of times they do not want to accept their mistakes as well,
Hmm.
right? So in
Hmm.
order to do that, to when you need to be a good learner, you have to even see where you were at fault, or if
Mhm.
you were, how you can improve. If you can improve, then how you can master.
Yeah.
So everything has different stages. But if you are
Mhm.
having the ego that, okay, how can he or she say that you are wrong? You can't learn anything. So the only
Absolutely.
suggestion would go, please be open to your learning. You guys are living in so good era where everything is available. So
Well,
just keep
yeah.
exploring, keep learning. You have the very good future out there.
Wow. Fantastic. Piece of advice. And I think that would help people who are running behind just money. And they will take it seriously to focus on learning part two. And that really matters when you have the learning attitude. Even what you are assuming right now, as in your earning, maybe you will get much more than this, right? If you focus on the learning part simultaneously. Great.
True
So
that.
that's what I wanted to discuss with you and was really very insightful session with you, and I learned a lot from you, and I believe people out there on my channel will definitely get help from this, and this will be really great for them to listen to and find the right path, career too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting. It was really the wonderful discussion.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you so much for giving your precious time.
My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
You too.